So here's our normal starting spot of where we're going. This side is generally more introverted. This side is generally more extroverted. But then we have all these contradictions, like these crackhead idiots are way more extroverted than these guys here, et cetera, right? And you're way over here.
Right.
And a lot of times you're more introverted than me, and I'm way over here, right?
Yes.
So I just over-stupefied this. The red ones are... Extroverts.
Okay.
Defined by their last animal is introverted.
An introvert animal.
They have blast and play in the top 3.
Yeah.
So it's like a voting thing. You average it all together.
Yeah.
Your play, consume, sleep. Consume and sleep are introverted, so you get 2 for introverted, 1 for extroverted for play.
Right.
2 out of 3 is extroverted.
Right.
Still averages out. Now we'll define what is going on there in a minute here.
Sure.
So those are the extroverts.
Okay, and you have them labeled like... Is this hypothetically...
This is just in
Dave order?
No, this is just Gregory order.
Okay, so 8 is hypothetically the most extroverted just because that's the order that we have.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Now it happens to be.
Okay.
So 8 is going to be the most extroverted. But right now, this is just in order to like... I'm about to cause a lot of chaos, so just remember this order.
Okay.
This is the order of this spectrum here, right?
Okay.
So this is the
most introverted.
Most introverted.
Okay.
So the bell curve goes this way, right?
Okay. Yes.
Extreme on one side, extreme on the other.
Yes.
So those are the most introverted. Now I'm going to put them together and mix up all the numbers, and I'll give you a minute to process
I'm
this.
so
Ready?
Confused. This is where I was like,
I
really wish you made
So this was the first extroverted guy. He was over here, right? That's where he was, right? So this is just to show you, to show you that the order the order does get fucked up.
That's your row.
Because they move around,
I see.
Now let's just look at the extroverts. This is in order of let's go over here. This is the most extreme extroverted crackhead. Let's just start there, right?
Yeah.
So who wins? Who's the most extrovert of all the extroverts? Turns out it's the same as what we originally started over here, and that is play, blast, consume, sleep, blast. You're the most extroverted. Happens to be the most extroverted as well.
That sounds about right.
So who's the next most extroverted? It's blast, play, consume. Why? Because there's also the sleep, blast.
Yeah.
So they're slightly more introverted because they have savior OI.
Plus having the blast and play together, which
blast
we constantly talk about. Yeah, when you have those two together, it just feels like, sparks, explosion.
Very much so. So this is Tony Robbins, etc. This is the Wes Watson.
Yeah.
This is the king of the jungle as far as crackhead extrovert energy, Gary V.
Yes.
Right? And then now you're dropping down to...
Ed Milet.
Which,
like, if those two were talking together, you'd be like, yep.
Ed's a little calmer. You could take Ed to Denny's and get away with it. You're not going to Denny's with Wes Watson.
Right.
It's not gonna, or Gary V, right?
Yeah, right.
And
loud talkers.
So this one is more extroverted than this one, and then it jumps a whole category. Now you get the play blast sleeps.
Yeah.
We have a lot of friends of this type. They crash.
Their kryptonite is that sleep third.
They sleep.
Yeah, they got that.
They will shut up. Now they will be just as extroverted, like if you catch them in a window, as these two crackheads.
Yeah.
But then they're going to tire themselves out and give you a fucking break.
Yeah, that's true.
These won't.
The only people I laugh at is somebody like Ed Milet, where he's like, I'm an introvert. I'm like, okay.
They're just looking at their crash.
Yeah, that.
They're not looking at themselves. Here's the big 5. They're not looking at themselves compared to 100 other people.
Right.
That's
definitely.
Over the course of a week. Let's say that.
Yeah.
We're defining it by who are you compared to 100 other people over the course of 7 days, and that just blows away everybody.
Yeah,
because they're like, this is who I am. Says me right now in this moment,
awake.
And that one time I can remember when I was in junior high. Shove. So you got like Jerry Seinfeld over here. You got and my dad as well.
Yeah.
They're just very introverted. They can talk. They're blasty, but they're very drained with people.
Yeah.
You also got a play last version. Very hard to do with the extroverted world, even though they can talk more with blast.
Yes.
Now you got the sleep, consume, play. This is what Elon Musk.
Yeah.
This is Frank James.
Yes.
You got blast, sleep, consume, who's more extroverted than Elon Musk because Frank James is doing videos throwing in your fucking face because he needs the ping back from the savior blast. Blast is extroverted.
Yes.
Even though he's very introverted with the play last, which is why his show is about introvert energy, yet he's doing a fucking show.
Right. And Elon is like, I only get on interviews if you make me.
Right. Sleep, blast, consumes. These are rather extroverted.
They are.
Because of they're very chatty. We got a friend, Miriam, who sleep, blast, consume, and she talks about her struggles are. She's like, people read me as very extroverted because she talks just like me.
Yeah.
Funny, chatty, talky. But she's like, but they don't know when I go away,
they don't track the invisible time. That's the part where it's hard to track a real introvert.
They don't have the play of like, let's go do it now.
Right.
So, but the other guy, David, what's his name? The guy had the little notebook and stuff.
Yeah, David Allen. He was really good because you are watching him just be super in his cozies, but then he still has all the stuff to say.
A lot of chatty, extroverted energy, and then you get a blast last here, and then here's you, etc.
Right.
All right, so real quick, just closing up, and then I'd like to go through the definitions that I've written down. We'll do that on part 2.
Yeah.
But explain, if you could, as quick as you can, in your view, a sensor summary of what it looks like during the week, as far as your frustrations of, we'll have work all day, and as time goes on, as things are getting there's more and more pressure, that feeling of, okay, I got to get to my closet, I got to get to my room, I got to get to my escape time, the introverted charge up stuff.
My brain, so this is, you want a 30-second of that?
Yep, that's all I got.
Do not SE take us along for the ride.
Right.
Okay, let me see if I can.
Ran out of time.
I know.
I forced it. You got to talk.
You did it on purpose.
I did.
So I don't yaddle on forever.
So that's kind of my point. It's like, it's hard for you to extrovert.
Very. So let me just see how fast I can try and summarize it. I would just say that my brain is constantly drained because the phrase, am I allowed? Am I allowed yet? Am I allowed yet? Like the desire to not have to, especially with the lead extroverted, functions. I'm constantly like, somebody needs something, somebody needs something, somebody needs something. But if I could be, I would be spending all day in my closet alone by myself. Ironically, I don't hang out there, but like that is the dream because my brain says I'm not allowed.
That's your consumed sleep dream, but then your play starts missing the people.
It's obligated. I wouldn't even say missing because generally I would say what I miss is my alone time. Like you left the house, you were like on a call and you left the house and Cody was at his friend's or something like that yesterday. And I was like,
right. I know. I've definitely seen that.
I was like skipping around the house because everybody was kind of like, I'm alone.
Right. Yeah, I've definitely noticed that, and I'll try and set up scenarios like, okay, I'm going to leave, and Cody is also gone. You are now having your allowed introverted time.
You fucking weirdo.
So you don't have to like go sneak away for it.
Oh, I feel like it's a constant sneak game. I'm like, okay, and you're busy and you're taken care of, and you're busy and you're taking care of.
Because you can't blast and make it happen.
I know. That's what's so dumb is that last blast function.
That's what we'll define in the second video, part 2.
Yeah.
Is what we're seeing is introvert, extrovert as a person. It's not defined by what you can do. It's not Myers-Briggs bullshit. If you like parties and are having fun, you're an extrovert. Like, maybe it's your fucking party, you selfish Jerry Seinfeld ass. Right. And then, of course, you love it.
I loved that.
And all you can remember is you had that party last night. So, like, yep, love parties. And you're fucking Jerry Seinfeld, right? It's not that. It's like, it's defined by what can you not do that everybody else can do. It's
when it comes to saving your own ass.
Right.
That's what I keep seeing is like, even if your life is on the line, what can you not do?
What your type cannot do, or takes a lot of self-development, you got to force it, is blast. When things get hard, it's I'm an introvert, I'm going to escape away rather than push out.
Yes.
The extroverts, when things get hard, they don't want to go in their inner world because that's what's causing the problem. They want to push out.
Yeah. Very much.
All right, so we'll define that and break that down in part 2.
Awesome.
The version of server.
Server.